If you're somebody who's brand new into the world of detailing, you're probably going to realise by now it is actually quite difficult to pick certain types of products from certain brands. There is such a wide choice out there to pick. It does make it quite difficult. However, in this video today, what I have in this box may make your life a lot easier. So in this box I have a bag, and no, it isn't just a bag, it also has a shed ton of products as well from a company called Infinity Wax. And the reason why I'm featuring this today is because I actually think using one of these sample bundles is actually going to be a good way for you to identify what works for you and what doesn't work. And what I love about these sample bags is you don't just get small bottles in here, there is a couple of larger ones and you do get a few free gifts as well, so I really like that. So the first thing that I want to draw to your attention is this car care product guide. Now basically it goes through every different job of each chemical that you've got here. So it goes through all your pre-washes, goes through your polishes, it literally goes through everything you can possibly imagine. And it breaks down the sizes, the quantity sizes that you can also order, which is really good. I think that's quite a handy booklet to have. I will take another look at that in a minute. You'll also get a microfiber cloth. This one here is from Fiber King. Really good quality cloths. I have featured a few videos on the channel before covering microfiber cloths, how to wash them, how to look after them, and a few different brands as well. But I haven't tried Fiber King yet, so that's going to be quite interesting to try out. You also get a free air freshener as well. But now I want to take you through all the products, and oh my word, yeah. There's quite a few to get through here. Okay, so we have a bit of organisation here. So I want to take you through each kind of category that we have here, because there is literally everything you need to do an entire car. So we're going to start off with Incinerate Wheel Cleaner. Now this is an alkaline wheel cleaner. This is actually one that I'm using on a regular basis. You probably will see it many times on the channel, so I won't go too in depth about this. This is very good at removing your heavy brake dust. It's not like an acidic wheel cleaner. It's not going to be as strong as that. You still have to be very careful with the types of wheels that you're going to be using it on. So ideally don't go using it on chrome wheels, but other than that, everything else is pretty good. And now we have the Citrus Pre-Wash. Again, it's another product that I have featured many times on the channel. We all know how this works. You spray it on the lower third of the vehicle and on the wheel arches. You can also get away with using it on the wheels and the tyres as well. Again, it's not going to be quite as effective as a wheel cleaner if you do use it on the wheels, but nevertheless, it's going to work very well as a pre-wash for removing some of that loose dirt. Now this product right here is called Insect Strip. I have not actually used this on the channel. I will be featuring it in a few weeks time. A few weeks, who am I kidding? Maybe a few months time. It's absolutely freezing cold out there, so you haven't got any splattered bugs on the car. They're literally all in bed waiting for the summer to happen, just like all of us. So I will be featuring that very soon. But basically, what it does is it breaks down the fatty acids and all the blood and things that get stained into the paintwork, and it can remove them up to a certain extent. I do see these scenarios, especially in the summertime, where you get splatter bugs on the car and sometimes it is too far gone and you do have to like machine polish it out. It's the only way that you can get through it. But for the remaining bugs that are actually on the paintwork, this is going to be plenty good enough. We're now going to move on to this snow foam called Wipeout. It's a pH neutral snow foam, not actually one that I've ever featured on this channel before. I mainly use Power Foam, which is an alkaline foam. Personally, for my own preference and the way that I clean cars, I'm quite happy using alkaline snow foams. I know they're a little bit more aggressive and there is that risk of causing damage. So that's why a lot of people tend to just go for the pH neutral snow foams. Again, nothing wrong with that. They can still do a very good job of cleaning that car, but you just have to understand what a snow foam actually does. And I have already made several videos on that. I will put links in the description below where you can go watch them after this video. So these 4 products here are going to have you covered for the pre-wash, but now we want a contact shampoo. Thankfully, they give us 500 mils of pure shampoo. This particular bottle that I have in my hand is a limited edition version, so it does smell, honestly, it does smell like cherry cola or Haribo Tang Fastics. Absolutely wonderful. But I'm not quite sure that you're going to get a limited edition bottle in every single one, but the pure shampoo, nevertheless, same ingredients, does the same job, absolutely fantastic. And again, because it's pH neutral, it's going to be totally safe on all types of paintwork, so you haven't got anything to worry about whether you've got a matte finish or you've got a wrap, or you just have some super special paint that's very delicate. So we got you covered for the washing section here. Now we're going to move on to the finishing stages where we have 4 bottles, but 2 of them you're not going to use together. One's a quick detailer, one's a ceramic detailer. I'll give you a quick brief breakdown on how that all works. So we're going to start off with the quick detailer. It literally is exactly what it says on the bottle. You're going to spray it, wipe it, job done. It is quick and easy, nothing to really worry about. It's the kind of product you're not going to get any smears with. However, we're now going to move on to QDX, which is their ceramic detailer. Now I've been using this on many different occasions, and the thing that separates this from a quick detailer is it does require a little extra work, but it does give you a better finish. So you will find, because it's got SiO2, there is this risk that you're going to get smearing. So what happens is you would spray it onto the cloth, wipe it over the bodywork, and then you'll be left with these sort of lines. But what happens is you then take a damp towel, wipe it over again, or even take a dry towel for that matter. It depends on the type of car and the scenario, whether it's super hot or super cold. Basically wipe it over again and it will remove those streaks. So it's not just a spray and wipe finish, it's a spray, wipe, and then wipe again finish. But ultimately you should be able to get at least 3 months protection out of using one of these bottles. However, they do have a version 2 coming very, very soon, which means I don't know whether they're going to discontinue this version and then give you the version 2 in the bundle. So that's going to be another reason why I'd probably keep my eyes on the Infinity Wax website, because that is going to be dropping literally any day now. Now in this bottle right here we have a product called Tyre Coat, and the difference between this and a different type of tyre dressing is you're not going to get that silicone-y, shiny, horrible finish. It's more of an OEM finish, so it's going to be looking a little bit more natural when you apply it to your tyres. And honestly, I'm actually quite glad that they do something like this, because there's nothing I hate more than a really shiny tyre. When you've got that thick silicone and you start driving the car after it's been applied, even if you've let it dry out naturally, you're still going to find that it's going to fling up and sling all over the wheels, and it makes them dirtier a lot quicker. So in fact, I'm looking forward to trying this product out, and I probably will have used it by the time this video goes out, so you may get to see it in action. And then we have the Spotless Glass Cleaner. Don't really need to go on into too much detail about what that does. It just removes all the grease off your glass, but if you haven't seen my own glass cleaning video that helps you distinguish how to clean your glass without chemicals, then that video, again, I will put in a link below. Oh, and we have one more product before we move on to the interior, and it is this Express Sealant. Again, another product that I need to get onto the channel. Basically, it's the type of chemical that you can put into a foam bottle, or you can put it into your own clear bottle if you get the correct dilutions. You can use it at 10:1 for general use, or if you want to get the maximum dilution, it can go all the way up to 25:1. Basically, you'd put it in that foam bottle or that spray bottle after you finish washing the car, layer it onto the vehicle, and then rinse it off again, and then your car is fully protected. So it gives you an alternative way to protect your car compared to the QDX ceramic detailer. Now we have 4 products remaining, but this one could also apply to the outside as well. So I've put it in the interior because it does have a wide range of uses. It's the APX All-Purpose Cleaner. An all-purpose cleaner is basically capable of doing a little bit of everything. Not something that I would personally always use on the plastics. It's okay now and then as a one-off, but if you used it on plastics on a regular basis, you will find after a while it will start to degrade. So that's why they have this bottle right here, which is called Fresh Interior. Now, Fresh Interior is what I've pretty much been sticking with for the last couple of years now. Always gets the job done, it smells nice, and it gives you a good clean finish. There's no greasiness afterwards. It's a better solution compared to using it to an all-purpose cleaner, but you just have to understand when you should and shouldn't use an all-purpose cleaner. And then if you wanted to finish your plastics off, this is absolutely outstanding. You have seen this so many times, but it's so good. I love it. It's Finale, it's their finishing dressing. You can put it on all the plastics, not something you're going to be using on leather, because they already have this leather cleanser right here. So you have all the products to do a good job here, but you also get this really nice bag, and it's not one of those cheap and nasty thin bags. I don't think you're going to have to worry too much about frost or anything if you left it outside. It really is a lovely bag. In fact, it's something I would like to use for my sandwiches or my KFC. Actually, do you know what it does remind me of? It reminds me of one of those Deliveroo bags, but without the gone off food inside. This is the kind of thing that you're going to want to keep in your car. If you're somebody who just likes to maintain your car and you're going out and about, this is quite a nice size because it doesn't really take up much space in the boot either. So yeah, if you are a beginner and you are very curious about trying some products, this bundle here, everything that I featured, you can get it just under £50 right now. But of course, that price can always fluctuate, give or take, depending on how much chemicals cost. It's a very volatile business at the minute. Sometimes the cost of chemicals always go up, so it's always good to get them while they're at a good price. So for £50, that's quite a good offer, and at least you get to try out the majority of the products so you can find out what they're really like for yourself.